Greetings and welcome to the 28th episode of Morrowind Modding Showcases. As always, I'm your host Dark Elf Guy, and this week we have another themed episode with 13 new mods for your viewing pleasure. Our theme this week is Thieves and Rogues, so we have plenty of mods based around sneaky characters for you this week. As always, you can find the download links for each mod down in the description below. Now why don't we go ahead and get started with our popular mod of the week. Which this week is Southward, Den of Iniquity by Balathustris. This mod completely overhauls the Southward Corner Club in Balmora, adding more seating, a proper bar, dancing platform, and a fair bit more for you to discover. There's also scheduled patrons that only show up once evening has settled in. This includes off-duty Imperial Legion members, bards, dancers, bar patrons, and even a cook. There's also a few new rooms beyond the kitchen, such as a curious storage room with attached new documents that hides a few secrets in it. You'll find that Sugar Lips Habasi has been relocated to a more secure and secretive area in the south wall, so you'll have to do some proper searching to find her. Of course, there's much more beneath this corner club than meets the eyes, with dark and sinister tunnels awaiting your discovery. As you can see here. There's even a second Thieves Guild Hall down here, with a new plotline and quests involving the gang war of the Kimona Tong. You'll be able to go out on several new missions, involving tracking down Kimona Tong members and repelling attacks. With this mod, the Kimona Tong war is much more real, especially in the darkness of the underworld. And many sinister things lurk in the shadows, lest you lose your way, such as these vampires, as you can see here. For our house mod of the week this week, we have Thieves' Den by A. Buer. This mod adds a condemned house next to the South Wall Corner Club, and after doing a quest for Sugar Lips Habasi, you'll get access to this house's secret underground lair. Which includes a rather lavish apartment for your personal use, including display cases, plenty of storage, and a bed naturally. There's even a hidden vault triggered by a switch, as you can see here, with plenty more room to display your goods in. There's also a thieves' market down here, with a number of criminal vendors that buy loot from you, or sell you new lockpicks and probes, or provide any of a number of other services that a thief might require. This week's gameplay mod of the week is Rogues by Mephisto. With this mod it's now more dangerous than ever to travel the roads at night, with rogues and bandits occasionally coming out of the darkness to attack you. Even sleeping outside of the safety of towns isn't recommended, as bandits may discover you in the middle of the night. And these are some fairly advanced rogues here, who will use health potions or flee if the tables are turned on them. But you will be in for quite a fight. As you can see here. Some of these rogues may even have execution orders for you, if you happen to anger too many of the wrong people. And many of these rogues have new equipment as well, such as fake Dark Brotherhood armor, or enhanced weapons. You may also find yourself getting attacked by bounty hunters in broad daylight. That is, if you have a high enough price on your head. And these will also prove to be quite a challenge. Next up is our Dungeon Mod of the Week, and this week we have Dungeon Expansion Pack by Solve Chrisamir. This mod adds 3 new dungeons to the game, including smuggler caves like this one here. While not specifically thief themed, these dungeons can be played through by just about any type of character. And they should prove a fair challenge as you plumb through their dark depths. With plenty of opponents to face. And a fair amount of stuff to loot as well. There's also a Velothi Tower dungeon included, as you can see here, with a few decent sized fights. For our items mod of the week this week, we have Atron's Camping Gear by Atron. With this mod you'll find a mysterious fellow in Molag Mar, who will sell you a set of camping gear before teleporting away. This set of camping gear includes a bag with various camping items in it. Such as a tent, as you can see here. And here you can see the camp firmly established, including a bedroll, stool, table, protective wall screens, a campfire and a pot. All of which you can set up pretty much anywhere. And when you're ready to pack up, you can just click on the bag again, and it'll all go back into your pack. Perfect for the thief on the run. This week's quest mod of the week is the Seekers faction by Dale French. In Caldera you'll stumble across this Argonian fellow, who will allow you to join the Seekers Guild with a new series of quests for you to do. As you can see here. This faction mostly involves quests in the art of sneaking, stealing, and persuasion. So you won't be doing a whole lot of fighting. But you will be doing a fair amount of talking, as you can see here. You'll gain advancements by acquiring items for chapter heads, and manipulating others to do your bidding. This mod does include a few new locations though, like this Talvani house. And while you won't be doing a whole lot of fighting, you may start to plumb through the depths of some dark abyss out there in search of ancient artifacts. Next up is our Landmass Mod of the week, and this week it's Leyawiin, Cyrodiil, Dawn of Oblivion by Princess Stomper. This mod adds the city of Leyawiin from Oblivion to the game, though this version is based more on the original concept art of the city. As such, this version of Leyawiin is divided into 3 districts, including a residential district and the cathedral district that you can see here. You'll find plenty of shops and market stalls in the cathedral district. With tons of new goods for sale. You'll also find a chapter of the Mages Guild here, with some new quests for you to do. And you'll notice that a lot of the buildings here have windows that look outside. There's also a Fighters Guild, with some new quests as well, though apparently they're not doing very well business-wise. Other attractions include a functioning bank, where you can get loans, deposit gold, and withdraw from your account. You'll also find a lovely chapel, with some interesting lighting effects, as you can see here. There's a number of shops for you to explore, and they really do have a very wide selection of new items for you to buy. As you can see here. There's also a new bookstore, with tons of new books for you to read, assuming you purchase them first. And Leyawiin's 3rd district is the Castle District, that you can see here, where you can find the Count and Countess, and also buy a house in the city. Not to mention do a few miscellaneous quests for the Countess. Here you can see one of the houses you can buy, including a cat. There's also a guest bedroom, dining area, and a kitchen. Not to mention the master bedroom. There's even a backyard with a hot tub and outhouse. Quite convenient. Of course, the city also comes with a few new dungeons as well, like this crypt here. And there's even something of an underworld to this apparently peaceful imperial city, with some dark and damp sewers to explore. For our NPC Mod of the week this week, we have Thief Companion Constance by Emma and Grumpy. this mod you'll run into an NPC on the road outside of Nissus, named Constance. Apparently a thief, she'll tell you a bit about her story before becoming your companion. Constance has a number of special abilities, like being able to scout an area for hostile creatures, and marking them on your map. And she also has a number of typical companion features, courtesy of Grumpy's companion scripts. Like you can ask her about her health, and give her combat commands, as you can see here. You can also ask people about your companion Constance, and ask about where she went to, since she has a habit of running off to the nearest watering hole. She doesn't come equipped with any gear at first, so you have to provide her with some basic weapons at first. She's quite handy with a bow, and can provide some ranged assistance during combat. You can also ask her to pick people's pockets, but you'll have to act as a distraction and keep the NPCs preoccupied with small talk. Constance will give you whatever she finds afterwards. This week's new Meshes and Textures Mod of the Week is Hallelujah Bump Mapped by Logan. This mod is a texture replacer for the Hallelujah tile set, giving Hallelujah architecture a new and improved look. You can see these new textures here, and they cover pretty much every type of Hallelujah building, giving the city of Balmora a nice updated look. As you can see here. This texture replacer also includes Hallelujah interiors, with floors and walls giving a new look, as you can see here. This naturally includes larger hall interiors as well, and it all looks very lovely if I do say so myself. Next up is our Modder's Resource Mod of the Week, and this week we have Imperial Architecture Resource by Mighty Joe Young and Melkor. This Modder's Resource comes packaged with over 200 models, including siege equipment, as you can see here, with trebuchets, ballistas, rams, and siege towers. It also comes with a Colosseum model. Now you can enter and explore, including the central arena, as you can see here. There's also smaller arena models. Not to mention cathedrals. Some smaller buildings and temples. You'll also find a number of statue models included in this package. Amongst a wide range of other structures, you'll find pavilions, amphitheaters, pantheons, as well as small dome structures, manors, and the occasional aqueduct. There's even a horse racing arena. Not to mention a ship model you can use. There's also a number of new interior pieces to go along with the new buildings, ranging from large ones, as you can see here, to small temple interiors, like this one. For our underrated model week this week, we have Karina by Ulfgar. Karina is a thief companion, and once you get to a high enough rank in the Thieves Guild, she'll want to become your apprentice. She has her own background story, and a number of companion features, including a health and skill check. You can also tell her to wear a disguise, as you can see here. You can also give her some encouragement, or insult her if you so desire. And you can also instruct her to use a particular spell at a given time. And you can tell her to use particular armor pieces, like a helmet or shield, and to use a particular type of weapon, like throwing knives, which can come in quite handy during combat. You can even instruct her to use invisibility, so you can sneak up on potential opponents, as you can see here. This week's Blast from the Past model of the week is Cozy Shack in Dagenfell by Ravensong. This mod adds a simple, unassuming shack to Dagenfell's waterfront. Inside is a cozy and simple shack, intended for thief-like characters. But there's more to this shack than meets the eye, with an underground complex, including storage and display facilities. Of course, there's even more to see, with this simple thief's lair turning into something of an underground mansion. Including more display space to store your stuff. And an upper level which includes lovely fountains and storage chambers. And also features a small library. And a master bedroom as well. There's even something called a void chamber, with transport doors to major cities across Vardenfell, perfect for a thief character. Finally, for our bonus mod of the week this week, we have Thief's Disguise Kit by Max. With this mod, you can now buy disguise kits from certain Thieves Guild vendors. These work by disguising you, so NPCs won't be able to recognize you, allowing you to steal and commit crimes, and the bounty will all go towards your disguised self. And once the disguise wears off, so will the bounty. This also works for if you already have a bounty on you. You can wear a disguise to temporarily walk around with a price on your head. Giving you time to get to the Thieves Guild and clear the bounty. That's it for this week. As always, you can find the download links for each mod shown in the description below. Thanks for watching, and I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and if you did, do please leave a like and subscribe, and I'll see you all next week with another 13 mods for your viewing pleasure.